morning everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading for Thursday. Sometimes I just lose track of the days. Before I go any further, thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, supporting me, your beautiful comments, everything you do. I am eternally grateful for this journey and I will say it every day. If you are interested in knowing anything about me, getting personal readings, life coaching, whatever it be, everything is in the box below. I would suggest that you whip over to the page on the Aussie Goddess on Facebook, where you can find out anything that's coming up, especially in relationship to fairs in the future. I've also been invited to do a couple of interviews online, so I'll let you know when they go ahead too. All right, we're going to get into your What's Cracking reading with the Wizard's Tarot today. I always feel like I've forgotten to say something. I always feel like I've forgotten something that I needed to remember, but I figure I can do that during the reading, right? All right, okay, let's get going. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Somebody just wrote to me from one of the social media platforms and said to me, what does the Ace of Swords mean? It keeps coming up in my readings. So the Ace of Swords is a card that I love the most because it's about the truth. It's about speaking your truth, living in your truth, being true to yourself. What does that mean? When you are true to yourself, you know your own value. You know your own worth. You don't need to be jealous of other people. You don't need to let other people bring you down in any way, shape or form. This means that you are completely comfortable in your own skin. And when you come to this realization with the Ace of Swords, it means that you get a new start. You have clarity. And I feel like for some of you here, this could also be understanding your value and cutting people out of your life. But whatever this is for you, it is a brand new start that has thrown you into really understanding and appreciating who you are. It can sometimes come after a period of struggle or a period of not really being able to identify your direction or what you want in life. It can also come as an epiphany moment where you realize what you want and you go for it. It can be something that you deliberately set out to do, and it can be something that comes as a gift from the universe. No matter what this is, it's a brand new start. I love seeing it in readings. That's why I said to this guy, like, it's just a blessing to get the Ace of Swords in your reading. We have the Nine of Wands here. So the Nine of Wands talks of the wounded warrior. It talks of a person who's gone through wounding many times and has been unable to understand what they've been doing up until now. Obviously, they've got clarity here, which is beautiful. So the Nine of Wands is sort of, in a way, circling or cycling what other people are putting you through or what you're putting yourself through, really. It's about constantly going through something, being taught the same lesson but not understanding it. And I feel like you're getting clarity here. Something is switching on within you that is helping you to move forward. There you go, end of a cycle. You can put this burden down. We've gone from the 9 to the 10 here. You have permission now from the universe to put this burden down. No matter what you've been dealing with in your life, if you feel like you've done it many times before, you can now put this down and move on. Beautiful, ending out a cycle. The Two of Pentacles represents some sort of decision, but it can also represent balance. Now, the decision can be around a head over heart decision or a heart over head decision. But it's a decision where you're trying to find this clarity. So you may be tossing up on how to move forward now you've had this realization, this clarity coming through. You might be sort of thinking out, how do I move forward in my life now? How do I go about things in the way I need to? Okay, and we have the Six of Pentacles. I love this. I do. I think it's beautiful energy. Because what this says to me is if people aren't putting into you or investing in you the way you need to be invested in, then you just cut them out and move on. You release them. Because these people who are trying to not invest in you are not worth your time and energy. It's very, you are manifesting here. You're manifesting yourself. You're manifesting with the universe. You're bringing in this beautiful energy. Don't be afraid to cut things out of your life. Do not be afraid to leave things behind. Don't be afraid to see things for what they truly are. Now, that's always what I teach in coaching. Be the observer, not the absorber. Be the observer. Move forward and understand when you're seeing something, see it for what it is. Don't see it for something that's affecting you. See it for what it is, cut it out, move on. There is some sort of clarity coming through for you here where you're starting to understand your own value. And that's fabulous because that means that you can live the life that you were truly meant to lead. Fabulous energy. All right, let's see where we're going. Okay, so we have the Moon card coming through. This is just beautiful because this says to me that everything that you've been holding back on, all of this emotion that's been sitting within you, all of this energy of the past here is being cleared. The universe is giving you an opportunity now to see it and move through it. I feel like something has happened here to put you on this little bit of a journey. It's something that's ordained. It's something that that Spirit has brought through for you to show you something with clarity. So what was hidden in the Moon is now being shown to you here. All right, let's see where we're going. All right. Right, we have the Knight of Cups coming through here. Somebody's been very generous with you. Two of Swords. Possibly a Leo, Sag, or Aries. Somebody's given you something, some sort of gift, some sort of opportunity here. Somebody's handed you something from the universe. But what this has done is it's put you on a new path, or put you on a path that you should have been on, maybe right from the beginning, maybe even from childhood. You should have been on this path from the beginning. But for some unknown reason, you were steered off course. And I see this Knight of Cups here with all this emotion. And I feel like perhaps you've been living your life through your emotions rather than through your truth. Because you're taking this cup up here. And there seems to be some sort of decision you need to make here. And I feel with this blindfold, this decision's been hidden from you before. It's like, you know, normally we see this as being blind to the answer. And it's possible that that could be the fact. But I feel like here you've kept yourself in this space for a very long time. This Two of Swords energy has been sitting with you maybe for years, where you've been unable to see the truth. And I love this because that is what you're doing now. You're seeing beyond. You're seeing beyond all of this stuff that's been hidden within you. You're seeing beneath it, or you're cutting away what you don't need. And you're seeing the truth now. The Moon is allowing you to see all these things that were hidden. So you can remove your blindfold. I feel like this is the energy you're taking on. You are an absolutely beautiful human being. You are true to yourself through and through. It doesn't matter what people say, what people believe. It doesn't matter. You know who you are. And you are this incredible human being. And that's what this universe is showing to you here. What an amazing gift. We have the Victory card coming through. How interesting. So maybe it does feel like a victory to you. Maybe somehow or another this whole situation seems like you've come out in front here. You're being recognized for who you are here, because you are the Queen of Wands here. We have the King of Swords coming through. with the Seven of Wands. It's funny because when the camera shines bright like that, I can see the cards more clearly on the table, but they don't light up quite as well on the screen. That's why I always announce them, so that you can see what's coming through. I feel like some of you here have just given up some sort of fight. I feel like perhaps you've been fighting to show your value. Perhaps you've been, fighting against a partner here. But maybe you're walking away from a relationship now because you feel that what's been going on in the past has been really quite hidden to you. Something has been shown to you here to open your eyes. All right, we have the Three of Swords coming through with the Lovers card and the Ace of Wands. What a beautiful way. We start with an ace and we finish with an ace. This is finding your passion. Now, for some of you, you could be nearing the end of some sort of relationship here. And I feel like this relationship has taught you a lot about yourself. It's opened you up to a new way of thinking. It's opened you up to your own value. So I feel like some of you are leaving behind somebody that's held you back from being able to manifest a life of your dreams. But I also get this energy here that you may have been quite stubborn in allowing this to fall away or allowing this to go. And I feel like whoever this person is that's been holding you back, you're seeing them with fresh eyes now. You're seeing them through this moon energy. You're seeing beyond the emotion and seeing things with clarity here. So you're no longer being blinded. You're no longer being blinded by your emotions. This is removing the mask. I see you've been stubborn though. And I feel like you've turned a lot of the pain inwards, I want to say. You may have been quite harsh on yourself in the past, maybe taking on the blame of this or making yourself feel responsible for something. But I feel like you're making a choice here to either leave somebody behind or cut something out. I feel like you're giving up that fight to try and save something. And because of that, you're coming into this beautiful energy of passion. All right, let's have a quick run through. All right, so I see you getting clarity in a situation. I feel that you've been round on this so many times now, and you're moving from the 9 to the 10 here, which means that you are moving into a new time. There's clarity here. There is some sort of balance within a decision to be made, and I feel this has to do with walking away from perhaps a person, but maybe situations where people aren't investing the way you need them to, because you're coming up as this beautiful magician here. So you're stepping into your power here. You're understanding your power here. Oh, it's just a beautiful reading. All right, so I feel like for many of this could be a relationship, possibly not just romantic either. You could be dealing with somebody at work, somebody in your family, somebody who is being perhaps not investing in you, and maybe even, oh wow, thanks guys. Cards everywhere. Maybe, and that's me with the safe hands, of course, because I'm always saying, oh, I have really safe hands when it comes to cards. There is this feeling here that somebody has been hurting you, perhaps continuously with that 9 of Wands. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's been really difficult to deal with in your life. And I feel like you're starting to understand the power behind yourself rather than seeing the person. You're looking at things from an observing point of view rather than through your emotions. And I feel like up until now you've been feeling your emotions, and maybe that's what's been overwhelming you. Because there's a choice here to drop this, let it go, cut it out. And whether this is in your psyche or whether it is to do with a particular person, it doesn't matter here. You're learning your own value here with this Queen of Wands. You're understanding your personal power, which is so important. All right, let's see what the Ace of Wands means for you here. We'll pull it random, right? Okay, Knight of Wands coming through with the Five of Wands and the Ace of Swords again. Wow. Holy dooly. All right. This is what we see. I feel like in the past here, you've questioned your value. You've questioned it quite a lot here. This is you being really overcritical in your thinking, making decisions. But I feel now you are well and truly ready to move towards this Ace of Swords. Remove, cut out, restart. Press the restart button. All right. It's really beautiful. We've been getting this a lot in the readings lately, and I feel like we're all learning our own value, our own worth. We've got 2 cards coming out, which is quite interesting. All right, so the first card is Sisters of the Seasons, which is card 17. I feel like this is going to give you a lot of clarity, this one here. This is cycles of growth, natural law, and divine order. When the Sisters of the Seasons meet you on your path, they remind you that everything has a natural rhythm that obeys a higher law. Just as the seasons magically pass, be reminded that the nature of birth, growth, harvest and decay cannot be altered. So if you keep on your path with determination and discernment, allowing for the natural course of events to unfold, success is assured. Divine appropriate timing is guiding your desires into perfect manifest form. This is a very good period to start new things as you've moved out of winter into the beginning of spring. Continue with patience and be aware of the rhythms of opportunities. There will be periods when things slow down and begin anew, move into fruition and then slow down again in a never-ending natural flow. Be mindful of which sister greets you, for she points directly at the next. Every moment counts now. Now, this card that's come up with this, so I'm not really sure if the universe is telling some of you here that you are ready for a divine union because you've come past this step. And that's very, very possible here because we have the card coming through of divine union or sacred union. And this is about partnership and romance. So I'm wondering if some of you, this was like your last test here, perhaps. The sacred union is about beautiful, true partnership. Okay, so it might be showing you what you don't want in a partnership to allow you to see what you do want in partnerships. It shows you that Spirit is listening and is always by your side, helping you co-create your greatest desires and manifest your destiny. When you receive this ally, know that you are never alone on your path. Partnership with the divine is yours wherever you need help. The sacred union also represents the coming together of all kinds of harmonious alliances, friendships, families, business, and of course romance. No matter what the form this message pertains to, the value of partnership reminds you to observe the gifts bestowed upon you by this sacred union. This is a very positive omen. So I wonder if you're making way for something here. I'm wondering if Spirit is giving you the opportunity to learn this lesson so you can move to the next phase. I'll leave you with that. Thanks, everyone.